All right, well, back to the wiring harness on the 1981 El-Camino. I've got the main power wires all repaired, and I'll show you what I got going on here, what I'm going to do today in between other things that I got going on. So again, this is my 81 El-Camino G-body LS swap. Again, LS just means luxury sedan, nothing special. What I like about these engines are they're computer controlled, they're smooth. And so the wiring harness, previously talked about, it's right here. This is the end that's going to go to the alternator. I may remake that, I don't know, I'll see. But I did remake this area right here, and I thought I was going to put some quick disconnects in here. I didn't. I decided to just fuse them and then shrink wrap them, and I've got it bundled right now, and I've got it captivated just with a bolt and nut right here to keep it all together while I was feeding it down and figuring out what my path would be down to the starter. So this goes down to the starter. Before I run this wire right here, I'm going to cover it with this heat shrinked or a heat protection tube that I got online, and it's got some good reviews, so I decided I'm going to use it. This is 3/4 inch, and just trying to protect these wires from the heat. So I'll slide this wire bundle through this heat protection tube, and then I'll route it. I still have one more wire to make up there. This wire here goes down to the solenoid, the small terminal, this down on the starter. So I'll route, make up a new wire, route that down through, and then I'll be done with that. Once I get it all done and installed, I'll show you what it looks like. I'm just a lot more pleased with it. Keeps it off the heat, and it routes it. Essentially, that harness right there will come around, it'll go this way, and it'll drop down, and it'll tuck up under this motor mount and go aft and right under the headers. Very, very clear, far from the headers, and you can see right back down in there is my starter, my happy starter, and it'll tie in right there. I did get my starter bolts in. I did a test fit of the starter bolts, and they seem a little janky, but we'll see. So here's a starter bolt, and these have shoulders on them right here, which essentially center that starter and keep it from shifting while it's bolted up to the engine. You can use just regular bolts if you want. A lot of people do it. I've done it. I decided to spend the extra $1.50 and get these bolts. So I'll install those today too, and that starter will be done. I'll be done with that. Another thing I'm gonna do today is install this transmission dipstick. Just got this in the mail. It's going to bolt up to my El-Camino out there on the 4L60E that I have installed. This is also a 4L60E that I'm working on, but it seems to bolt to the transmission perfectly. A lot of complaints online, most likely to people that can't figure out how to do little bends in the tube, or they want to complain about something. It's not perfect, but seats really well in the case, and pretty happy with it. I'm gonna put that puppy in, do that today too. It's gonna go in. It's gonna end up being about right here when it's installed. So like that, I have my oil, then I have my transmission fluid dipsticks, steel tubes. That's the way I like them. I like them up, steel tubes. I don't like bolting anything to the firewall. They do have some aftermarket transmission dipstick slash tubes that are flexible. Those are kind of cool, but I don't want to dig down in there and mess around. I've already smashed this box putting the engine in, so not good. put my coil packs on here. Getting really close to starting this puppy up. And I'll make sure I take a nice video of that first start. Take care.